Forgot. I remember reading that during one of the last updates. There was a little note that said, we're not going to give you the opportunity to change your title anymore as soon as the stream starts. We're just going to assume you want to play the exact same thing you were playing last week.
Yeah, that's why you change it at twitch.tv / creator dashboard.
Yeah. And Facebook and YouTube.
Yeah. Well, I found that YouTube just never fucking works. Any integration with YouTube just never decides to work.
So true. Oh, I'm like, why is YouTube red?
I don't know, maybe because we're all wearing red.
Yeah, Walker's red's popping.
Right.
Like that's a bright red. James is like a royal red. I'm like more orange.
I got
navy
Christmas
red
attire on still. I got Christmas attire. You know, it's not appropriate, but you know.
That's pretty dope.
Ho 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 ho. Ho 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 ho.
Whoever threw that, your mother's a hoe.
Your mother's a hoe.
Mark and Walker both wearing the Under Armour, repping that Under Armour. I'm repping the Yeti.
Hashtag sponsored by Under Armour.
I'm repping my grandma's old pizza shop.
Hey.
Hey, look, he's wearing red too.
Everyone's red.
Everyone's wearing red today. Happy Red Day. It's a red day today.
Red day.
Red day.
Red day today, you know.
Yep. We're gonna get started in a couple minutes. Oh ho! Thanks for the follow. Maribelli, how you doing? Marvelly, I knew that. I can read. Marvelly, thanks for stopping by. You're awesome. We're gonna get started here in a couple minutes. I think I'm mostly ready. You guys ready?
I mean, I'm not streaming, so I'm ready.
Yeah, give me like 30 seconds. Just waiting for my family to leave so we can start.
Tell your family I said
1
hello.
Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 6 Mississippi, 7 Mississippi,
Can't
8
stream unless the light's
Mississippi,
directly in my eyeballs.
9 Mississippi, 10 Mississippi, 11 Mississippi,
You
12
counted.
Mississippi, 13
Dang.
Mississippi,
Fucking good
14
counting.
Mississippi, 15 Mississippi,
You go to fucking
16
practice, bro.
Mississippi, 17 Mississippi, 18 Mississippi, 19 Mississippi,
You're freaking me out right now,
20
man.
Mississippi,
With this counting thing.
21 Mississippi, 22 Mississippi,
My
23
anxiety is
Mississippi,
building.
Okay, I'm back.
4 Mississippi,
It's a
Thank
kind of
God, I'm
25
fucking going
Mississippi.
crazy over here.
26
About to
Mississippi,
fucking die.
27 Mississippi, 28 Mississippi, 29 Mississippi, 30 Mississippi. It's been 30 seconds. We should be live now.
Okay, let's go.
Right.
5, 4, 3, 2.
I mean, I already did the countdown.
I hit the
You
already.
did.
I already did the 13 minutes.
Well,
30-second countdown.
guys.
Sorry.
Doesn't help.
Woo!
I'm not
We're
ready.
live. Well, my camera's on. Hi, everybody.
Okay, let's say something, everybody.
Mic check, 1, 2.
Hello.
Perfect.
everybody.
Okay, I had to have a giant spike in the audio so I know where to edit. Welcome, ladies and
Why don't
gentlemen.
you just do the clap like a normal person?
I feel like it.
Because he caught the clap once and it changed his life.
My
It's never
pocket
gonna
dildo.
stay.
No, I'm just kidding. It's Vaseline. Anyways, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Level Unlocked podcast, episode 57. Big show today. A lot of news. Appreciate y'all hanging out.
There's a lot going
We got a lot of stuff going on in the world. Coronavirus is killing everybody. We had an unfortunate death of an iconic gamer code creator, as well as Pokemon of the Year nominee was finally announced with a bunch of other stuff going on here. So let's
What was the
let's
bad?
dive in really
Right on.
quick. First, want to recap last week. We were gaining a bunch of followers. Number 1 in
Yeah.
leisure, number 2 in gaming. We actually made it to number 1 in gaming on podbean.com, so thank you
Good.
everyone for that. Thank you to our 645 followers that we have on Podbean right now.
That's awesome, man.
It's absolutely
That's definitely
crazy.
a big jump.
Yeah, crazy number. When you go to Podbean, you look up the podcasts. We are still rocking that number 1 spot in the leisure category,
Whoop,
which
whoop.
is absolutely phenomenal. Let me check gaming here. I don't know if we are still number 1. I believe we dropped to number 2 in games. We
Fuck.
did, but we're still number 2 though, which is
Assholes.
absolutely phenomenal.
pretty good,
So thank
though.
you guys all for that. I appreciate you all for the new listeners, the new followers. This is the first podcast you listen to. You can find us everywhere, except for Twitter at Level Unlocked Podcast and all the social medias. On Twitter can be found at what Jameson, Mr. Sicky.
LVL Unlocked Pod. It's LVL Unlocked Pod.
Perfect. Make sure that you do follow all the social medias because we are still doing a giveaway for another week and a half. A $50 gaming gift card of your choosing,
Yeah, I
which
forgot
will be
about
announced, I believe, either next week or the week after.
Probably
We
the week
will.
after.
I think it's the week after. I think it still has like 12 days left. So, Mr. Mark, what is that website for our giveaway?
You could head over to tinyurl.com/levelunlocksweepstakes. That's tinyurl.com/levelunlocksweepstakes for that gift card entry.
Perfect. Make sure you do it. Do it soon. If you win, we will be sending you the gift cards probably via
Oh.
the digital code. So I appreciate you all. Thank you very much.
Contact your people.
Exactly. And let's do a quick run through of our weeks for the people who are just joining for the first time. Where can we find us? Where can we get there? Let's start with you, Schroeder.
Yeah.
You've had a pretty eventful week.
No, I have
Where
not.
can we find you?
Yeah, so
You're not talking.
Oh, I was muted. Oh, jeez. That's probably for the best, actually, some of the rambling I was doing.
Oh man, oh jeez, oh
I
man.
know, right? So, Splash Screen Gaming on Twitch and the YouTube. Team Splash Screen on Facebook and the Instagram. Splash Screen G on Twitter. Don't really use very many of them, but I'm gonna someday when I figure them out. Actually, I already know how to do them now. Like I know how to do it. I still just don't want to. But I will, cause I got neat
I
things
know
I'm
how
working
to
on.
compose a tweet
Yeah.
and post to
I
a
don't want to do
wall.
it. I'm gonna. Oh,
Someday.
shoot, that's loud. When I figure, Jesus. But other than that, dude, I've just been playing a bunch of Ark lately, pretty much. Working on the server. Got a public server. Well, kind of public. You just don't be a jerk, and you can hang out on the server. And you can do your own thing. I don't care. You can be over there doing your thing. I'm over here doing my thing, and then occasionally we meet up to trade and go on missions. You know, but we got a open server that I've been working on, and
Open borders.
Pretty much. Did a lot of editing actually to it in the last week, and did a bunch of building. I'm working on a community center. Should be awesome when it's done. And then I got a bunch of events going on. And guess what I did, guys?
What'd you do?
I built a legit Pokeball or a Pokemon arena. Cause you know they have the cryopods in that, son? They got cryopods, which basically act like Pokeballs. As a matter of fact, I was thinking about downloading the Pokemon. What are you doing?
Well, Walker put some shit in front of his camera. I figured I'd join the crew.
Oh,
I'm being nice. I'm trying
you
to.
gotta be on all
Sorry,
of these.
it's
We're already in a crew. We're in the red shirt crew today.
it's the fucking illness. I'm sorry.
Oh. But other than that, I haven't been doing a whole ton. Just excited and happy about the fact that we did that the reach with Podbean was so good on that that hosting thing, or you know, and that spotlight piece. That's so cool. That's not every day. So, how often does that come around? Do we gotta wait another year, or can we apply to that again? Like, what's up with that? How does that work?
I don't know if you can apply to be featured more than once. I'd have to ask. But I applied to be featured. Oh,
Like right around the time we started.
Yeah.
It was like a few episodes in.
it was like April or May when I applied to be featured, and that was the first open spot. So
Wow.
it's a bit.
Yeah, I'd say. Heavens. But other than that, yeah, we'll do it again. Apply again. Or whatever.
Oh yeah.
I'll do it with you. We'll both do it. We'll send them a video. Send
I
them,
like it.
yeah. It'll be awesome. But other than that, not too much. How about you? What have you been up to, Wak?
Myself. Make sure I don't have food on my face. Sorry.
It's alright. We've come to
I
accept it.
am eating stuffed peppers.
Nice.
They're pretty good. Myself, I got more equipment for my journey to the Havasu Falls. It's my sleeping pad.
What is
I'll
the
be sleeping on
Havasupas? What is that?
The Havasupai Falls. It's that turquoise blue water that's the Indian reservation in the very top of the Grand Canyon.
What?
Yeah, you have to hike to it.
When are you going?
Yeah, when are you going to that? I want to go.
The end of June. The last week in June. It's Monday through Thursday. But you got a backpack. You got to have backpacks. It's an 8-mile hike to the camping site. And you leave you start hiking at 4 o'clock in the morning. You park your car, essentially up at the top of the trail, and then you walk the whole entire way. Yeah, you bring backpacks. This is an inflatable pad.
You're an inflatable pad.
I am an inflatable pad.
What are you doing that for? You spent all that money on an inflatable fucking balloon. You've been playing Ark this whole time. You know you could just punch a tree and get a bunch of thatch and just lay it all out. And then
We have the Oasis and Ark. That's really all we need.
Exactly.
I got
Pretty much the same thing, right?
Yeah. Just
your mic changed. Just as a heads up, James.
I think
You're talking through something
camera.
weird. You sound like you're.
Yeah, it's coming through the camera now.
Camera. Oh, yeah, you're back.
I got these for $15 on Amazon.
Oh,
Fucking
nice.
yeah. They're
That's,
super bright. So I opened the box. I'm like, oh, these are cool. Hit the power button. Boom. I'm like,
that's cool. You don't need to see.
I can't fucking see.
There's plenty of
1,000
people out there
lumens.
that I can see. You don't need to be one of them.
Got a tent too. So, that's pretty much been. That was excitement in my week.
Nice.
Potentially, me and my wife talked about taking the boys to Legoland at the end of the month. I don't know
There
if
you
expensive. We're like, well, let's check what Disneyland is. 'Cause it's right here. How much it is for 3 days at
Oh, it's stupid
Disneyland?
expensive.
Is it?
It's like $3,000.
Yeah, it's ungodly expensive.
Jeez. In the
That doesn't include
thousands?
food or anything like that.
Oh, yeah.
I expected you to say like 150 a person.
No, dude, it's
No.
it's Disney, man.
You
No,
live
it's-
in
it's
there for the
unreal.
couple
You gotta get-
days?
For a family, yeah.
Why you live
They,
there? Why don't you stay at like the Holiday Inn?
Motel,
Well, the-
hotel, Holiday Inn. Say what?
Even the regular, the other
Hotel
all the
6.
hotels are decently expensive. The tickets itself are up there. Next year, they said Disney World tickets could be almost $200 a person per day,
That's crazy.
just because of all of the stuff that it's adding with the Star Wars and everything. But
But
that's
they're making
undecided yet.
revenue off of all of that. Why they gotta act like you figure? Hey, we're making money all over the place.
Because they know
This
people are gonna
doesn't
pay
have
it
to be
anyways, so it
expensive.
doesn't matter. Just like you're gonna pay $7 for a bottle of water that's that big.
Can't buy it anywhere else.
Yeah.
Well, you could also go to the drinking fountains too.
I'll
That's true.
dance.
I mean, and get those
I'll
for
dance
free.
and make it rain.
I get a whole drinking fountain for free.
Yeah.
They're just giving that shit away.
Played a shit ton of Ark
Yeah, you did, man.
session.
I've played
that
more.
happens.
I've gamed with you more in the last week
Than we have in the fucking last
2
year.
months, Yeah.
Yeah.
But we've done some
that's been-
amazing things. You've tackled Wyvern, and you've
Yeah.
tamed the wilds, and you've
It's fun.
punched dinosaurs in the face with your bare hands.
Got
Yeah,
you.
it's- Yeah, I got 2 griffins.
Got some
Killed one.
griffins.
Well,
This dude,
Yeah, well, one
not
died.
only did he get a griffin, he was so gangster, he just killed the other one because he was like, I got this other one
like,
now.
hey, let's go into a giant cave with dragons and see what happens.
I'll take a risk with a really hard to tame animal.
Like, oh, it's
So-
a super long process. Fuck it, who cares?
Can I ask you one real quick question, Mark? Just with a quick yes or no, maybe you know this. What matters? Does it matter when you first knock the animal out that level? Or can you get like a level 10 and then raise
Make
it all
that
the way to
griffin,
level 110 and then breed it?
So whenever you get it, it's like you can only have like, what's it, 100
70
or so
additional.
levels? Or,
Yeah.
yeah, or 7 levels or something like that.
Uh-huh.
So it's always based off of that.
But if you get him and he's like level 50 and then you bump him up to level 130 and then you birth a baby which is a level 120, can't
Yeah,
you just
no,
raise
that's
him up?
additional.
You
Yeah.
can add, and then you just you just keep doing that?
Keep doing that. And that's the fun of
Until you
breeding.
get
And then occasionally you get the random roll, the dice rolls in there.
Yeah, and then it's like half the time it's just shit and doesn't work out, so you have to do it again.
Yeah. Well,
or you're lucky and roll up on a fucking max level dragon egg.
Right.
And then you're fucking.
Well, I had that mutton farm, that sheep farm, and an all pink one birthed. I saved him.
All pink sheep.
Yeah.
That's funny.
That's in the keep pile.
Gotta play the Final Fantasy VII demo here too.
Yeah, you do.
For that, so. But you can find me at Captain Geach 15 on everything. Yeah. Mark, how about you?
You can watch me make mediocre content and videos and stream sometimes on YouTube and Twitch at MarkDude701. Pretty much this week, all that I've really been doing, I want to say my free time is just playing the new Ark DLC. I was pretty excited about it. So anytime. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Well, anytime I'm not playing Ark with these guys, I'm pretty much just playing that. And
how excited am I? I got all my friends playing my favorite video game except for fucking James over there. Except for you! With your blue ass room.
I'll play Ark when you play Yakuza, you fuck.
I beat Yakuza!
Bullshit.
That is bullshit. I did not beat Yakuza. I haven't even played it.
I watched some videos on Genesis. There's some big ass animals in that. There's a fucking turtle that's like an island.
Yeah, and you can build a house on him and he goes underwater and you can breathe while you're underwater.
Like, I watched the dude tame him. He had to fucking put like 10 behemoth gates around it.
It's crazy.
To stop it from getting, because you can't trank it. You gotta passive tame it while it's alive. And like feed it
or
fish.
While it's awake, yeah.
Yeah, while it's awake,
nice to the turtle, and he's like, you know what? You're not a bad guy. You can build a house on my back. I don't mind.
And the one dude said it took him almost 2 days, because if the further away you get from it, if you can't find puddles of fish, he basically breaks out of the behemoth gate. He spawns outside of the gate, so then you gotta bring him back into the gate and keep doing it.
I think I've seen that same video. I'm pretty sure I
guess
watched
it's
that
insane.
video today.
That seems like a commitment.
Yeah.
A little bit. How about there's that like, looks like a bearded dragon, except it's huge and it's made of lava pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forget what they're called.
I've seen that too. Those are fucking insane, the things that are down there. Some weird like spider thing that you can Spider-Man, like cliff from like rocks to rocks.
Yeah.
I forget what they're called too.
It's fucking
like
creepy looking.
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Actually, if you look at the lore behind that character, that dino, it's really fucking crazy. He kind of like Matrix spinal taps your ass, and then that's how it does it. He just penetrates you a little bit.
Oh boy, howdy.
So Sickles the ass clown, where can they find you?
When I'm not. You dick.
That's an amazing name. I'm gonna call somebody that tomorrow. I go to work. Any of my coworkers are watching, one of you guys can call that.
Well, when I'm not sick, you can watch me stream things like Dragon Ball Z Kakarot and I don't know, some other bullshit. Twitch.tv/People8Studios, and when I decide to actually record again, because I'm not fucking sick, you could watch me play games with my buddy at youtube.com/PeopleIHateStudios.
Perfect.
If you want to keep up with my sickness, follow me at PeopleIHate10.
It's been a weird month. Is anybody else kind of feeling that a little bit? It's kind of been a weird month. Anybody feel like it was a weird month?
I mean, the month just started.
It's a leap year.
Not my last month. Last month was weird. Last month was weird.
Way too many.
Well, it's like everyone getting sick and shit. And, maybe. No, everyone's getting sick, and then everyone's fucking. And then everyone. It's a lot. There's a lot of weird shit going around, and then you have the coronavirus. Everyone's got the same symptoms of the coronavirus as the regular common cold, so that's always fun.
That's amazing.
Oh, I forgot to say, I did play Plague Inc. for the first time today.
That was fun. You never had a childhood.
That's true.
I'm
not gonna say the name. Like E-Bombs World and Newgrounds and stuff like that. The things
I downloaded the app. I made a plague that turned everybody into Santa Claus, and then they just melted like a snowman.
I was stoked. I'm not gonna say the names of the diseases that
Cunnilingus.
Yeah, that's okay.
Semen.
Yeah, cunnilingus.
We've said worse things on this show.
Yeah,
We
we've said
have,
a lot
we
worse
have.
things on the show.
We've
Ron-
said a lot of worse things on this fucking show.
We have. Yeah, that was fun. It was interesting just sitting there watching. It's like, it's a little slow game, but it's kind of cool. All of a sudden, just
Numbers
spreads.
go up is satisfying.
And it's like, I shouldn't be getting like joy out of watching 7 billion people become infected, and all of a sudden you see the death toll come up. I'm like, oh, this is fucking cool.
Yeah, it's a mobile game called Plague Incorporated. If nobody's not aware, if you're not aware of it,
Yeah, watching numbers go up is always so satisfying.
And then it's
it
just
is
like,
kind of text-based, pretty much.
sadistic side of it.
What do you think I follow the stock market? I like watching number go up.
It's true. Let's get into some news, shall we? That was the quickest
Alright, I
fucking.
guess I didn't have a fucking week.
You did.
You don't
You
even
nearly
get
just
one.
said it.
You don't
We're
get
going.
a
I
week
was
this
sick.
week.
Oh, I thought you were done. I'm sorry.
No!
I'm sorry. I thought you were done. Well, we started
Yeah, he
fucking
was
talking
sick,
about
so
other
he
shit.
spent the whole week at home just...
I was sick today, and I started
whatever.
feeling a little
Oh, yeah.
ill yesterday.
Sorry. The way you ended, like, well, you can follow me if you want. And, yeah. It made it seem like you were done talking. Sorry. My bad. Keep going.
I played Outer Worlds. That's good. Or fuck. I played Outer Wilds. That game's fun. I played
Outer
Dynasty War.
Wilds.
Or fuck.
Is
I
Outer
played,
Wilds the
some
one
game.
where you're in the spaceship?
Yeah.
You're that character that's like... You know what that game reminds me of? It reminds me of, like... It has, like, this Earth... I don't know if Earthworm
Man's
Jim...
Sky?
No! I mean, yeah, there is that to it, but it kind of reminds me of, like, an old game. Like Clay Fighter type. I don't know. It's got a weird vibe to it. Like, Earthworm Jim, kind of. That's... I don't even... Like,
Toe Jam and
Oddworld.
Earl?
Yeah, like Toe Jam and Earl, Oddworld, you know...
I can see Oddworld.
kind of thing.
I
It looks
definitely see
cool. The
Oddworld.
game visually looks really neat.
It's fun.
Is it
It's
Is
not
it a
my
straight
cup of tea.
path?
No, you can go to different planets.
Okay.
You kind of just explore the galaxy.
I see.
I played Fire Emblem Warriors on the Switch. That game's fun. It's just Dynasty Warriors but with Fire Emblem characters. Got to the Cell Saga in Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. The game's actually becoming good now, so that's a shocker.
How was the driver's license saga part?
Oh, it was a joy. Just Goku and Piccolo just driving. It was a race. You had to go through checkpoints and that
What's
kind
it
of stuff.
race?
It was fun. They got their driver's license, so that's all that matters. And then I played Final Fantasy VII Remake demo. Game's great. Only qualm I have with it is that the targeting's kind of fucked at times, where I'm just like, I don't want to attack this enemy. Please, just let me target someone else without having lock onto them. But, oh well.
Doesn't let
I
you
don't-
like free pick.
No, only if you lock on to targets. Like, there are times where there's like a turret up here, and a dude punching me down here, and Cloud decides to target the turret he can't reach.
Ah, okay.
And I go, the fuck?
I wonder if they'll change that in the actual game. How long is it?
Hour. It's just the Mako reactor. Or Mako, if that's how Barrett pronounces it.
Do you get to fight that lizard thing with the tail or no?
The Scorpion, yeah.
You do? Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming it ends
that's
after
a
that.
blast. It ends as soon as you leave as soon as the reactor explodes and you leave.
Okay. It's pretty much the
that's-
majority of like that first disc. How the fuck did they make that into a 60 100
much.
gig game?
Yeah.
They made that into a 100 gig game. They must be a
That's
lot to
insane.
do after that. They must have added.
Oh, probably.
Unless there's
It-
something before that we're not seeing.
Well, what would it be?
I don't know, maybe something kind of build up or something. I doubt it.
But that's like the beginning of the game.
yeah,
That's
true.
the actual beginning part of the game.
Unless there's pieces that they cut out of that sequence, maybe. I doubt. I don't know. I doubt they would be able to do that. Cut parts out and just compile it together.
I don't know. But no, it's
Stranger
looks
Things.
phenomenal. Game's great. Controls are solid. It's everything I expected out of a remake from a almost, well, not like a 15-year-old game, 13-year-old game.
That is really awesome. So now they
Remake that one,
completely
no?
remade Final Fantasy VII. Is it like straight scripted, like a straight script remake of the game?
Yeah, it's from the ground up,
Full-
fully remastered.
Yeah.
And they added, apparently they're adding a bunch of stuff. Each section is going to be a 60-hour adventure.
Are you freaking
60-hour
serious?
RPG. So the first part of this game is going to take place. The game that's coming out in, what is it? April, March.
That's
April-
insane.
April
Yeah.
12th. It was supposed to
April
come out like it was supposed to come out next week.
Yeah.
Now it's not coming out
Everything-
till April.
In that first disc, or in that first game, is going to be that first disc of the original. So the whole Midgar saga is going to be this.
Basically, where Barrett, Tifa, and Aerith, you play as all of them, but they're expanding on it hardcore.
That's really
Okay.
actually cool. That's super cool. So they're gonna like develop backstory like way more and
Yeah,
They
Yes.
added a lot of dialogue to
a lot of the side
Wedge.
characters too.
Wedge, Biggs, Jesse.
that's awesome.
A lot. That's
There's
cool.
a lot. One thing that I really don't like is that when you win a fight, there isn't no fanfare.
No, really?
Although
I'm sure it's something
sometimes-
bad.
No, sometimes when you're fighting and after you win, I've had it happen once when I was playing it. Barrett just goes da na 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 na. And I was like, oh. And Barrett and
fucking
Cloud have a
hilarious.
little back and forths here and there during just while running around.
So I'm
That's
assuming the
really
level up
nice.
just kind of like just shows you level up above his head or something.
On the right side of the screen.
Ah, okay.
Like no fanfare whatsoever. It just says,
Makes
oh,
sense,
Cloud
though.
leveled up.
Well, that's how it was in Final
Fantasy.
Fantasy 15, though. They didn't stop the game to like let it load back into the game. It was just fluent from scene to scene. That would make sense.
I played it on the new control style. I'm gonna go back and play it on classic.
Yeah.
See
or the
differences.
turn-based.
Yeah, see
That's super
more.
cool.
They do a good job with using things like spells and stuff, where it stops the action for a minute. It slows down the action so you can strategically pick what moves to do, what abilities to use.
You have a certain amount of time to do that, so if you go to do magic and you just fucking sit there for like 5 minutes, I'm assuming the enemy then gets to attack you, right?
Yeah, it doesn't stop the game. It just moves it into slow motion.
Okay. Well,
they
wasn't
can
is,
still
is
hit
there a
you and
point?
everything.
Is there a point where the slow motion's over? Like, hey, we gave you enough fucking time to attack. It's your own fault that you didn't.
Not that I know of.
Okay.
But then again, I'm just like quickly going through
Yeah.
selecting fire.
Yeah, you're
Things
not
like
fucking
that.
waiting around.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
being a person who just played, who is playing through Final Fantasy VII for the first time. It's definitely going to be my preferred way to play Final Fantasy VII.
I'm looking at some
Oh,
of
I
the
bet.
photos, man. The game just looks really, really, really stunning.
Mhm.
Because these are all.
It's
well,
unbelievable. That's all in game.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is all in game, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Are they the voices from Advent Children? I'm assuming. No.
No.
Oh, that'd be
Really
kind of
these
cool.
guys.
Really?
I love
like-
Barrett's voice actor. I love
In
Barrett's.
this one or in that movie?
This one. Fuck
Is it
Advent
in?
Children.
Really?
It
You
was,
didn't-
it was better than Spirit Within, but
I like
Advent Children's alright. Yeah, Barrett's voice actor is top notch.
Is that-
Pretty
that's
much
good.
everyone's voice actor is great. I haven't had a single qualm with anyone's voice actor so far.
Okay.
I just can't wait to hear Mark Hamill play the one dude from the Dawn. I can't wait to hear him play the Dawn.
Oh, the fat dude,
Yeah,
the little fat guy from Shinra.
yeah, I can't wait to hear that. So that'll be cool. But that was my week.
Probably like his Joker voice.
No, he basically just does the Joker voice.
Oh, really? I can see that.
He just does the Joker voice. How I was like, that's fucking Mark Hamill right there.
That's hilarious. I like it. That's good though. Yeah, I'm definitely gotta play. I'm stoked for that game. So
Baby.
I downloaded it earlier after you announced it.
At 4 o'clock in the goddamn morning when it dropped.
Good. I'm happy they did that though. 'Cause at least it gives people who were waiting for a game to come out. It was supposed to literally come out next week. It's now coming out April 10th. So at least it's like, hey, we pushed it back a month because we wanted to make sure it was perfect. But here's something, which is good.
Yeah.
I think this demo actually has been out for a while because people have played this part. There's things of people playing this from a long time ago.
Yeah, this was the E3 demo.
Oh, that's what I thought.
Yeah, this
Well, that's
was
cool,
the
they
E3
released
demo,
it.
and this was going to be the PAX demo.
Yeah, and then they're not going anymore.
No, they still win. Square
Oh, did
Enix
they?
still win. It was just a lot more toned down.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, they went, but Sony didn't.
Sony didn't.
A couple other companies didn't.
Yeah.
Good shit.
That Animal Crossing booth though. Whew. That Animal Crossing booth at PAX. Man, I wish I would have gone.
We'll go
Why, what
next
was it?
year. We'll go to all that shit.
Oh, it was like a full like island that you could just play the game on.
Really?
Tom Nook was there, just walking around, fishing,
That's awesome.
just hanging out, just a dude dressed as Tom Nook. It was great.
That's awesome. What else you got?
Oh, that was it. That was it for my week.
Did you say where we can find you?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I wasn't sure. Sorry.
Yeah.
Well, let's get into some news. Start with some movie shit. Run through that right quick. We had an upset in the box office. The Invisible Man topped Sonic with $48 million. The Invisible Man, for those who don't know, is a remake from the 1970s movie The Invisible Man.
Which
It
is
is
a remake of the 1930s movie, The Invisible Man.
Yep. It is the next movie in the Universal's Dark Universe. The second movie after The Mummy from 2017. They were supposed to have nixed this because of how horrible The Mummy did with Tom Cruise. But they decided, hey, let's just see how it works.
Might as well.
Yeah, and it actually did really good. I'm actually shocked. Like, essentially, it's just a woman that gets stalked by a dude, like the boogeyman, essentially. She keeps seeing him, and everyone's basically saying that she's a fucking lunatic. Like,
Right.
ma'am, there's no one there. No one's following you.
Like, no, Slenderman is right over there. Okay.
Yes, it is! And she
Thanks
just
for the
goes,
follow, King 120. Sorry.
yeah, no, you're good. Sonic has officially become profitable at the box office.
Hey.
Good.
All the money that it took to remake it, plus the original production, it has now superseded in the box office grossing, so it has officially become profitable.
That's good to know.
So that claps all around from that. It is the remake of redoing Sonic hardcore paid off. I'm curious to see what would have happened if they didn't redo Sonic. If it still would have done good.
Probably wouldn't have done that as good. Probably wouldn't have been profitable.
Yeah, I can see that. Some Disney news, some big Disney news actually. Bob Iger, the CEO of Disney for the last 25 years, has stepped down from the company. He is leaving the CEO position after essentially bringing back Disney from the brink of extinction. Marvel, Star Wars, Fox, Pixar. He helped get them all. He said in an interview that essentially it's time to let somebody else take the reins. He'll still be there on the board and as an advisor, but he will be relinquishing the title of CEO for the company, letting somebody else take over.
It's actually a really nice thing, you know. It's good to know that he reached that. It's nice. He reached that point. Was like, you know what? I saved the day. I did my job. I think I'll call it a day.
After that happened, their stocks just tanked.
Then-
Yeah, it dropped. They dropped pretty hard.
They're like, that dude's
'Cause it was-
leaving. I'm going with him.
Because it was huge. Like, no one expected him to step down. There was no reason for him to step down. Like, I get why he's doing it. Like, yeah, he wants to do other things now. He took Disney from what it was, having to sell every piece of Marvel, to turning it around to owning, not selling all the pieces of Marvel.
I was gonna say, not even
But-
owning Marvel.
Yeah. To having to take all of those, give them to all the companies. It was bad. To taking it into what it is now, to essentially the world's largest company, more or less.
One of them.
Apple, yeah, one of them. So good for him.
With the second most recognizable character in the world,
Exactly.
Mickey Mouse, right behind Mario.
First, I was gonna say Mario. Monster Hunter released its official trailers for the movie at PAX East. I know James is excited for this. Fucking Mia or Maya, whatever her name is seen holding a sword that looks like Cloud's Buster sword. It is fucking huge.
It's a great sword. It is the Anjanath great sword.
It's a great
If I'm not
sword.
mistaken.
It's a beautiful
Yep,
sword.
exactly
It's a
what it
great,
is.
big, beautiful sword.
So
It's a great sword.
people have mixed reactions, more or less, because if you recall, she is the star of all of the Resident Evil movies, and now she's the main character of Monster Hunter. So Mia
It's gonna
Djokovic
be
or something like
shit.
that.
It's gonna be a shit movie.
What? How did
Me
she
and
get
Nate are
her?
gonna
How
go
did
see
she? How did she? Never mind.
Because she's banging the director.
Yeah, that's why I
Legit.
stopped.
She's
saying stuff.
she is married to the director of the Resident Evil movies and the Monster Hunter movie.
Yep.
Alright,
we'll see.
What are you gonna do?
We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Me and Nate are gonna
Nobody
go
thought
probably
of
see it on
Invisible
opening
Man?
day. It's
When is
gonna be a fucking shit show. I'm gonna hate everything about it.
When is it? When is it opening?
I have no idea. I
Next
don't
year.
care. Sure. Sure.
Another big news, Steven Spielberg. We've talked about Indiana Jones 5 quite often. It being delayed, it being pushed off, things along those lines. It coming out, it's starting to be filmed. Not anymore. Steven Spielberg has dropped out and left the project completely. He is
Shit.
washing his hands of Indiana Jones 5, the first time in history.
That's how fucking bad it is.
Oh man.
He has directed every single Indiana Jones 5, wrote all the Indiana Joneses, produced them and everything, and he has completely left the project and is scrubbing his hands of Indiana Jones 5.
It's because
and
he's been
there is-
working on Far Cry in the secret background.
It's probably because Disney wants to put their grubby little fingers all over it.
Yep. So,
Not to sound cynical or anything.
yeah,
Well, no, I
it
know-
will...
Is that Disney? No.
Universal.
Okay, that's Universal. Okay, never mind. Then I lied.
But
Universal
it
wants to put
is
their grubby little hands on everything.
unknown what will become of this movie now that George Lucas is out. Not George Lucas. Steven Spielberg is out. It is rumored that they're going to try to get James Mangold, the director of Ford versus Ferrari, to take his place.
Oh, I watched that too. That's a good movie.
It is to be seen, but it'll be interesting. I don't know. I don't think Indiana Jones would be the same without Steven Spielberg, the guy who created it 45 years ago. Plus,
Well, it's him and George Lucas.
George Lucas, yeah.
They worked on it.
Yep. So, who knows?
Speaking
What'll happen of it?
Steven Spielberg, his daughter got arrested last week.
Nice.
Off topic, but yeah.
For what?
Yeah, she did.
Domestic
Oh,
abuse.
Yeah, something about how I read something about that. How she like, because people were asking why would she like defile her name like that, and she was like, "Fuck my name. I can give a shit if my last name's Spielberg." Yeah.
Figured I'd bring it up while you're talking about
Yeah. No, that I completely forgot about that. But yeah, basically, I remember that. Yeah, 'cause people
Steven
ask like,
Spielberg raised a winner. That's for damn
and they're like, "Why would you do that to your family name?" And she's like, "I don't give a fuck about my family name. I could care less if my last name is Spielberg. What anybody does in my family does not defy me as a person," is what she said.
No, but instead you're a piece of shit on your
Yeah.
own.
So whatever.
Yo.
The last Jurassic Park has its name. Jurassic World Domain. Is its name? What a domain's supposed to represent? I have no idea.
JurassicWorldDomains.com.
Yeah, it's supposed to be the little dinosaur.
But whatever.
You know, when you can't connect to a
Mulan. It's just been confirmed.
You have to run.
The main. Oh, sorry, Schroeder.
Oh, I didn't realize my mic was off again.
Sorry.
No, I was just saying it's the domain is you know when you can't find a Google search and it has a little dinosaur that runs based off of that.
I like it. I fucking love it. That'd be absolutely amazing if that's what it is.
That's all it is.
Like, I guess it's the the dinosaur domain. I don't know. I can't really
Dinosaur
think.
movies they could make
Yeah, pretty much.
all of them.
Li Shang, the the guy from the animated Mulan movie, the prince dude or whatever, Mulan's love affair.
Love interest.
It is, yeah, love interest. It's just confirmed he's not in this movie. He's not in the movie at all. The director has finally announced. Someone questioned how come they haven't seen Li Shang in any of the pieces, and he was like, he finally confirmed that he is not in the movie because the movie is based around Mulan as a woman and an independent woman coming up and saving the day, and they don't need a man to be alongside of her to show that a woman can be successful.
So don't peg this as a remake of Mulan. Peg it as a reimagining, a retelling of Mulan.
Like, my thing is, he has a song in the movie. It's I'm gonna make
kind of an important character.
Yeah, he's got a song in the original movie where he's, I'm gonna make you. Yeah, I saw that. I was like, huh.
And also, hold the phone there, Chief. That just shows, you know, having him there shows that, you know, I think that's more beneficial to, you know, women's power and don't needing a man, because she was strong enough to convince this guy that she wasn't a man, or that she was a man.
Yep.
And I think that's a little bit more powerful.
And at the end of the day, she still saved the day. She saved him, like, twice.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not in the movie.
Yeah, fuck him.
Either is Mushu the dragon.
Oh, go. Eat a fucking dick, Disney.
Yeah, they said that having a dragon.
Can I sell someone else's stock of Disney?
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, they said having an animated dragon lose the lore around the movie.
Yeah. And having a fucking CG Will Smith didn't lose the allure of Aladdin. Go fuck off already, Jesus Christ.
So that's why he quit.
Yeah.
He's like, this shit is going down. He's like, there's a bunch of crazy shit going on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they didn't add him because they didn't feel that it fit into the movie. But you have real life characters, and then you have a little animated dragon next to you. But I can do that, whatever though.
But no, it would still be live action.
Yep. Last two pieces of movie news: The Matrix 4 has been filming in San Diego. Caused a little bit of issues. There has been there was a scene that they filmed a couple days ago that had a large explosion, and it ended up being a big oops. So they set up the scene in the middle of downtown San Francisco and set the explosion off, not thinking about the things around the explosion. Oops. A lot of parts from the explosion flew out and broke multiple windows, damaged doors, and damaged sides of the buildings in downtown San Francisco.
That's a big old oopsie.
And it almost caused like an earthquake type effect, where a lot of people got scared and called 911, thinking they were having an earthquake for how long how loud and how much of like ripple effect that explosion had.
Jesus.
So they were
huge.
Gangs.
So they were asked by law enforcement to tone down the explosions.
Knock it the fuck off.
While filming.
Stop blowing up. Stop throwing the M80s in a fire can. The garbage can, Timmy. Try to sleep here.
Yeah, I guess the pieces flew and damaged people's cars. It broke windows and damaged some of the sides of the buildings.
What was the name?
They were, The Matrix 4. Yeah, they were asked to tone it down a little bit. Please.
Knock it the fuck off, kids. You're disturbing the neighbors.
They had the guy from that, what's that comedy when they go to Vietnam? He says don't go full retard.
Tropic Thunder.
They have the explosions guy from that movie doing it.
Me playing a dude dressed as another dude.
Just like that.
Sorry.
Yeah, just like that.
The Uncharted movie finally has a director.
Yes,
and
Spielberg.
It is it's the director of Venom. Has been added to direct this movie, as well as they added Antonio Banderas in an unknown role.
I give it 2 weeks before he drops out.
So
the movie or the show Venom?
The movie Venom, yeah, he's the director of the movie Venom is now the 6th director attached to the Uncharted movie.
Good luck. Good luck.
And
I
last
give
piece
it
of
3
news is a sad day in television world. One of the longest reigning shows in history is coming to an end. Judge Judy is ending after 25 seasons.
Good.
What?
Good. Fuck
Why
her.
you say good? Why you
Fuck
say
everything
fuck?
about her.
Why you hate Judge
She's
Judy?
a piece of shit.
What?
She's not a
hating on
real
the Jews?
fucking judge.
Yeah, but you need the law laid down like it was your Aunt Kathy dropping a hammer, because that's the way it needs to be said.
The
She
last
dropped
episode.
Good. Fuck her. I hope
Sometimes,
she ends up on the
sometimes you
goddamn
don't need a
streets.
whole lawyer. Sometimes you need a guy or a girl who's just, you're being dumb, kid. Now pay
She
reparations.
actively puts children in terrible situations.
Yeah, she had a lot of controversy over the years.
A lot.
Yeah.
Fuck her.
But you post this podcast on a public forum, which is close to the same. You're putting children in risk of very dangerous situations.
So yeah, that's the last episode will be airing this December. It is also for the final year. She will be making $47 million. By the way, as a judge.
Wow. You really don't think she's a judge? How isn't she a judge? How is she not?
No, she was an actual judge for a while.
But she wasn't for the show.
Prosecution
Now
lawyer.
she just plays one on TV.
Yeah.
She's still considered a judge.
So do people
Right,
have to
she
pay
probably
those
become-
fines when she issues
No.
Probably
them?
still has her bar.
Yeah, she probably still keeps up at the bar, but yeah, no, they don't pay the fines. None of that shit matters.
What?
She used to be like the judge of a children's court, like family court, and she ruined so many lives.
Did she
When
really?
she was an actual judge. Look it up. It's
I will look it up.
ridiculous.
I will look it up.
Do it.
I'm gonna.
Maybe that'll change your mind.
Maybe it will change my tune.
I wonder if any of the judgments that she gives are real though, or
No,
it's
they're
just
not.
reality TV.
No, they pay all that stuff. Like the TV company or the production company pays each people the amount that they wanted just to be on the show. And most of the time they're just actors too. 90% of them are just actors and not real people.
How do you know
shit.
this?
Yeah, I've been
Just
digging up
Judge
dirt
Judy
on Judge
research.
Judy for years.
I see that. Fucking see that. That's hilarious. But yeah, that show's coming to an end. So
It's been my life's work.
fucking taking down Judge
to
Judy
take
one step
down
at a
Judge
time.
Judy
Yeah.
single-handedly.
Known as a poppy, he's got fucking newspaper clippings all over the walls with strings between different articles.
Who is Pepe Sylvia?
But yeah, so that is the end of the TV and movie news. Let's get into some video game shids. You want to go, James?
Yeah, sure. I can talk a little bit. Let me load up my thing. What the hell was this? Nintendo did it good. Oh yeah. So, Nintendo made a little handheld system called the Nintendo Game Boy. The system that is notorious for surviving a bomb and being generally, pretty reliable.
They were reliable, actually. They did.
Yeah.
You could buy one from a secondhand store still to this day, and it works.
Yeah. So there was a lady, a 95-year-old Japanese woman who played her Game Boy all the time, like every day. She would play Tetris, nothing but Tetris. And one day, recently, it broke, and she tried to get it fixed, but everyone said that it couldn't be fixed. So the lady was like, I don't know what to do. Her grandson suggested, hey, why don't you contact Nintendo? They might have parts laying around. She said, that's a good idea. She handwrites a letter to Nintendo asking if they could fix her Game Boy. And what Nintendo did instead was send her a letter back with a new Game Boy and was like, yeah, we can't fix this, but we had some sitting in a warehouse, so here you go, here's a new Game Boy.
That's awesome.
A brand new Game Boy?
Yeah.
Wow.
fucking warehouse
Was it
were those
color?
chilling
Was it
in
a
for
Stone
30
Age?
years?
What kind was it?
What?
Was it a Stone Age? Was it a color?
No, it was the original Game Boy.
Wow. Yeah, those are Stone Age. That's what,
Yeah,
that's
it was the. It
What
was
kind
the
of warehouse
original-
have those been chilling in for 30 years?
Well,
Go
so
ventilation,
Nintendo
clearly.
used to have their own warehouses back
I'm
in
sure
the
they
day.
still do somewhere, right?
It's now third party. They use third party
sense.
warehouses, but they still own the old warehouses, so they just happened to find one.
That's
And They
awesome.
just gave it to her. That's
That's
incredible.
some nice feel good news right there. I like that one.
Yeah.
That's a good. That's a
I
good
used to
little
have the clear one where you can see we saw all the parts in it.
Oh yeah, that was part of the Play It Loud series, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
fucking love that.
It was like
Thing
purpley.
Yeah, hold it like this. It's like that fucking like 3 inches thick.
I have my Game Boy somewhere. I bought it secondhand, and it works like a charm.
And then
I
they
bought it for
made the
$5.
Game Boy Color, and it's half the size.
Yeah, my favorite to this day though. My favorite like handheld was the blue Game Boy Color. I had
Yeah.
one of those. I had one of those 3 times in my life.
I had.
Yeah, I had the Game Boy
had
Color.
I have the teal one. I'm looking at it right now. It's out of reach, so I can't really grab it. But I'm looking at my teal one right now.
Yeah, I had played the shit out of the Super Nintendo. Not the Super Nintendo, the Game Boy Advance,
Oh yeah.
the black and white one, and I convinced my mom to buy a light that attaches to the top of it. A fucking dream
little
come
reading
true.
light.
Every night, I'd play Pokemon with the light. I'm like, oh my god, this is great.
in the future.
The Game Boy Advance was great, but man, kids nowadays will not know the struggles of riding home at night and only being able to play the game when you pass streetlights.
Having to fucking like turn it towards the car window. I'm just like,
Right.
I can't see it.
Trying to catch the reflection of the fucking off the rear of your mirror of the car behind
Yeah.
you.
Kids will never experience that anymore. Everything's backlit now.
Yep. Yeah, I remember
Um,
those are good days.
We got a patent.
I heard about this.
Patent alert. Patent alert.
Patent.
There's a new patent about the PlayStation 5 controller that allegedly will use biofeedback to modify user experience. The data collected from players' hands while they are playing. So pretty much, it's going to detect sweat, heart rate, and more to adjust the like game experience.
Right. So when your knee's weak,
Mom spaghetti.
right after big meal, mom spaghetti. I don't know. It'll be consuming information like that about you. That's kind of neat, kind of, because it's neat.
Yeah, it's one of those things. It's like, okay, I might as well put it in because it's kind of interesting.
Yeah, it is neat though. I mean, if you're a game developer and it gives you a lot of it's a really good tool to have. Like, think about it. If you're a game developer and you know that stuff's going to be linked to some database somewhere, right? Because everything is linked to a damn database, and they can use that data, that actual, like, as real as you can get data, pretty much. If it's literally collecting your pulse and collecting your energy from the controller to really key in on, what parts of the game are affecting you, so the next time they come out with an update or a patch or whatever they are gonna do, with it. But at the same time, there's Google's AI just sucking it all up like the bottom of a chocolate milk.
We'll have to see. Chalky milk.
Chalky milk with slurping noises.
We'll have to see
When's that coming out?
if it's true. The PS5's coming out sometime this year.
Oh, that's just supposed to be a part
holiday.
of it? That's just a part
Yeah,
of it?
that's a patent for the controller. So who knows if it'll actually be a thing anytime soon.
Right, they're gonna start building it into your mouse. It's gonna know. It's gonna. It's gonna know. It's gonna know. It's gonna know before you know that incognito tab is right around the corner.
Who here likes Samurai Jack?
Remember that show?
Show's
It's a good
awesome.
show.
Show's amazing.
Well, there's a new game announced. Samurai Jack Battle Through Time. Coming out for PS4, Xbox, Switch, and PC. And yeah, there's no concrete release date yet. But it's being published by Adult Swim Games and developed by Soleil Games.
Is it gonna? I wonder if it's gonna be. Oh, it's not gonna be a mobile game.
No, it's coming out on all platforms.
Okay.
So it's like, I think it's gonna be like a hack and slash.
It looks like Spyro or something like it. At least that if this is any of the concept art. I don't know.
I don't know.
Oops, that's a big screen.
We'll have to keep an eye on it
Yeah.
as more data becomes available. Xbox revealed more Series X, Xbox Series X, Xbox One X, Series X, Xbox X. New information on that system. Just rolls off the tongue. It's gonna have 12 teraflops GPU, variable rate shading, hardware accelerated DirectX ray tracing, quick resume for multiple games, and smart delivery. So, pretty much the important things here for the average consumer is quick resume for multiple games. So, even if you turn off your system fully, you could start back up from where you where you left off and do it on multiple games.
Yeah, that'd
And
be
then
awesome.
smart delivery will give you things like choosing what you. Oh, no, sorry. Smart delivery is, say, if you buy Halo 5 on the Xbox One, or not Halo 5, Halo Infinite, whatever the fuck the new one's called. Halo Show You an Infinite. You automatically get it on the Xbox Series X, One X, Xbox X, Series X. Same with Cyberpunk. That was kind of a big thing too. They announced that. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I was reading that. They showed it in an interview. They did a hard reset on the device in the middle of them playing a two-player multiplayer game. So the one guy gets paused. The system reboots and he's right back into the game where he left off. They're doing that in case it's going slow. There's an update that needs to process, and the thing randomly shuts down by itself. You literally turn it back on, and instead of having to load the game back up, go all through the menus, you go back to exactly from the point you were playing at previously, which would be pretty
cool.
neat.
Hey,
So
did
that'll
you guys
be
hear about
convenient.
Did you hear about the new feature that's added to the new to Xbox One, where you can now eject the discs using your controller?
Oh, really?
Wow.
That's
What
exciting.
feature?
Yeah, feature that's been around on PlayStation 4 since day one. Just saying. Okay. Hey,
Exciting.
you want to know
Xbox
something?
360.
Yeah, yeah. The 360 had it.
Yeah.
For those people
Hey,
that
it's
still use
March.
CDs, yeah, it's handy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's March, so you
It
know
is
what that
March.
means.
Hmm.
New games
Games.
with gold.
Oh yeah.
Hey.
Hey, none of the Xbox games with gold matter. Play Yakuza, you fucks. PlayStation
yeah.
That's free on
Plus
Game
games.
Pass.
The
I'll be back.
March lineup. We have Sonic Forces and Shadow of the Colossus.
You
You
said
have both sides.
you said
of the
Yakuza's free,
spectrum.
right?
Yeah, Yakuza 0 is on Game Pass right now. Like, download it. Right now.
Can't
Nothing
stream.
else matters. Yakuza 0.
It's
I watched
like-
a dude. I watched this dude live stream, it for the first time, and I was just hanging out in his chat. I was giving him all the crazy tips, all the sick tips, banner strats to it. Yeah. So you have Sonic Forces and Shadow of the Colossus remake. So you got one of the best games of all time, and a Sonic game that I thoroughly enjoyed. But play Shadow of the Colossus, it's really good. Companies pulling out of PAX East. I mean, that's not really relevant anymore. Since PAX East is kind of over.
Mhm.
So, what's the point of talking about it? Game Developers Conference has been canceled due to the coronavirus. A lot of companies dipped out of it. Yeah. A lot of stuff's getting canceled because of the coronavirus.
Yeah.
Like the indoor and outdoor the Chinese outdoor walking championship, or sorry, the Asian outdoor walking championship was canceled in Tokyo. Unfortunately.
What are they gonna do? Where are they gonna host it?
I know. Like, I mean, it's just a sad day for for outdoor speed walking.
They're still gonna have the competition. They're just gonna everybody's gonna be on treadmills at their own house with the Skype.
Yeah, just Skype it, just Discord call it.
Yeah.
And then also the indoor one also got canceled too. So, I mean, like, that speed walking community, man, they facing some hard times right now. Facing some absolute hard times.
Sure glad I'm not a part of that group.
All right, so.
Oh, the poor malls
You
out
guys-
there. They're really feeling it.
This is something that's near and dear to my heart. This is about the new Persona game, Persona 5 Scramble, the Phantom Strikers. So, Persona 5 Scramble is a Musou-style game like Dynasty Warriors, pretty much Dynasty Warriors, but starring your favorite character from Persona 5. Atlus, the company that creates Persona, that has the rights to Persona, is kind of being a fuck. They're kind of being a big old fuck. So, they kind of been a big old fuck about Persona 5, where it says, hey, you cannot stream this game after a certain date, to fear for spoilers. Indefinitely. This game's been out for like 2 years. 2-3 years.
Yeah,
Be
maybe it's
fair
just a
of having it taken
publicity. Yeah, maybe it's just a publicity stunt.
No. No. It's not. They're fucks. So, for Persona 5 Scramble, they decided to up the ante a little bit. So let me take you through the full rundown of the things the cans and cannots of posting stuff on Persona 5 Scramble online. So, uploading screenshots or videos requires you to use the console's own capture and share functions. So, hey, that Elgato you got? Yeah, you can't use it. Eat a dick.
Sorry about that.
Atlus will not allow screenshots or videos captured via personal capture cards. Again, eat a dick. Only upload videos to sites supported by the share features on the Switch and PS4. So, you want to stream on Mixer? Nah, can't do it. If you're showing event scenes or story scenes, you must clearly mention that there are spoilers. So you got to make sure you have a big old thing on your stream or what have you that just flashes spoilers constantly. Just constantly. And also, since you're streaming on the systems, the console, like the PS4's built-in share features, that stuff just gets edited out. Cool. So you don't even need to worry about it. Footage/screenshots should also show copyright Atlus, copyright Sega, copyright Tecmo Koei Games, all rights reserved. Do not use the gameplay footage for purposes other than showing gameplay. So you can't show sick compilations. Do not upload the background music, data, or use gameplay footage for the main purpose of listening to the music.
Darn.
Uploading gameplay to sites that require subscription services or payment to browse is counted as using gameplay for monetary purposes. Do not use the gameplay footage to slander other people.
What?
That's not fair.
I don't know how.
I don't even
but
know
sure.
what that means. I must slander whoever I want, whenever I want, for whatever reason I want. No video game company's gonna tell me otherwise.
If Atlus requests you to remove the video, please remove the video. Videos that Atlus deems are unacceptable will be deleted or taken off from viewing. Queries into the matter may or may not be answered by Atlus. If the streaming or uploading of game leads to monetary loss, Atlus does not hold any responsibilities, nor will they pay any monetary compensation.
Something must have happened with these guys. Somebody must have
Players are not
tuned into
allowed-
somebody's stream and then got a whole big spoiler, and then they sued that company or something.
And finally, players are not allowed to share anything about the game's endgame or anything afterwards. So, hey, you know that cool thing that happens at the end of the game? Yeah, I can't talk to you guys about it because it's breaching the contract with me and that personal contract me and Atlas talked about. I can't talk to you guys about
Sorry,
it.
guys.
I'm not allowed to. Which is hilarious because Atlas is owned by Sega.
Sega.
And one of the games that Sega makes is something that's been very beneficial for it gaining success over here because of fucktards like me screaming at everyone to play it. Can you guys guess what game that is?
I have an idea.
Yakuza.
Exactly. So one of Sega's own games that was a monumental flop here in the US. And you had a small group of people like me yelling at everyone, play Yakuza, you fucks. There's a reason
Facts.
that's my catchphrase. Because I've been saying that since like 06. And then also look at games like Metal Wolf Chaos, where, hey, some idiots on YouTube played it, and it became so popular, interest for the game spiked 150 billion%, and Devolver Digital bought the rights and re-released that fucking thing on console, on modern console. All because people streamed it, people played, did YouTube videos on it. Atlas doesn't want exposure. And God forbid if you make memes, they hate memes. Atlas hates memes, so meme the shit out of this. Make all of the memes.
Oh, of course.
We will crush them under our memes. Alright, that's it that I have. I already talked about the GDC, I already talked about PAX East, which doesn't matter because we... PAX
Your
East is done.
Paxies.
PAX East is done, so we don't need to talk about it.
What, actually, I'll say a couple things. You can go, Mark. So, I believe beginning of this month, we voted for the Pokemon of the Year.
Beginning
Well,
of
ladies
February,
and
yeah.
gentlemen, the list is out. And some people are happy, some people are not happy. But let's,
I bet
800.
my Pokemon is way up there on the list, like number 2, number 1 even.
Have 800 Pokemon, people are going to be upset.
Yeah,
So-
please everybody.
number 10. Gengar. 60,000 votes. Yes.
That's weird.
That is weird.
That's weird that Gengar got number 1.
number 10.
Oh, number 10. Still, I'm surprised that Gengar's in 10th.
Yeah.
Number 10. I'm gonna fucking botch all these names. Number 9 is Gardevoir. I don't even know if I can even say that.
Gardevoir?
Gardevoir.
Do you just want to send me the link and I'll read it?
There. I want to fucking annihilate these names. I'll send it to you in Discord.
You just want to send it to me. Because I think I'll do a
Hang
better
on.
job.
'Cause I don't know half of these Pokemon. Pokemon of the number 1 isn't it's a new Pokemon.
Of course it would be.
Why
Send it
did
to you.
that win?
Yeah.
Eat a
Okay.
fucking dick. Yeah, Gardevoir got number 9.
Like a flower
Uh,
Pokemon. Like all cute.
Rayquaza got number 8.
Okay.
Garchomp at number 7. Sylveon at 6. Umbreon at 5. Charizard at 4. Mimikyu, surprisingly enough, is at 3. Lucario at 2. And Greninja at 1.
Fucking Super Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, you got
It's the only thing I
Mewtwo,
can think of.
2, and Greninja.
I was so confident that
Lucario's...
Mike Kip was going to be on that list.
I'm surprised that Pikachu wasn't on that list.
Yo, Lotad all the way. Literally a
Fuck
lily
Lotad.
pad that just goes Lotad. Perfect.
I want that one that
Fuck
what's
that
what's the
Lotad.
name of that one Pokemon? He goes, "Are you okay?"
A Terry Bogard? That's not a Pokemon.
It's my favorite Pokemon.
Oh my god.
King of
Just-
Fighters is my favorite entry in the Pokemon series.
Are you okay?
Woof.
Oh my
Hey, come on,
god.
come on.
Who's that
Yeah, so-
Pokemon?
Crack his shit.
Um,
Gaza.
a lot of people are upset because they felt
Oh,
Charizard
man.
should ultimately always be number 1, with Bulbasaur at number 2.
Fuck Bulbasaur.
Your mama.
Bulbasaur's
Mon.
good and all, but Blastoise is the best of the evolutions. Like, Venusaur sucks dick. Charizard's overrated. Blastoise
They're all a
and
bunch of
Squirtle,
dicks.
top goddamn tier. God tier.
I like it. Unfortunately, this past week we did lose somebody great. The creator of the Konami code. I forget how to pronounce his name. How do you pronounce it, James?
I don't know. How do you pronounce it, Walker?
It's I know it's Hajimoto is his last name. I forget the first name though.
I need to look at it.
Kazuai Hajimoto. Kashui Hajimoto, something like that. Unfortunately, has passed away. For those who don't know what the Konami code is, and you're listening to this podcast, I'd be very surprised if you don't know what it is. Up, down.
Up, down, left, right, B, A.
Yep.
And that gets you 30 lives in Contra.
Exactly.
Yeah, for all of our
Also called the
TV
Konami
viewers. Kazuhashi Hashimoto.
There you go.
There we go.
Kazuhashi
Shit.
Hashimoto. A man who invented the Konami code. Cheat. Epic.
Before I get into a little bit more of the coronavirus stuff, the funny, the good, and the bad, how a worldwide plague can be funny. It can be, trust me. Just wait.
Hey man, I've been making jokes about it all week.
Final Fantasy VII. Talk about an amazing partnership.
Wow.
You want to get some DLC?
Get
Buy
the
chocolate bars.
Butterfingers.
Exactly.
What?
Final Fantasy and Butterfinger have teamed up. Starting tomorrow, you buy a Butterfinger, you take a picture of the barcode, send it to them, and they will send you a link to free DLC in the future for the game Final Fantasy VII Remake. Exclusive DLC that you can only get by buying Butterfingers, Babe Bruce, or Crunch Bars.
Yep.
How long is that? See, I wish I was in town with you guys because we could do some of the craziest things.
Yeah, the craziest things. Buy chocolate bars.
No.
Exactly.
We could like, bro, I'll throw you in the shower and then I'll use the candy bar as soap and just rub it all over your body. And then we'll send the pictures of that. That's Gary, we're gonna get the best
I don't want
DLC. Well, you might not want it, but you gotta make sacrifices. Who's gonna get better DLC than the cats who freaking took photos of themselves using the Butterfinger as a soap? No one.
You gotta
Ooh.
take one for the team, man.
Can you even think?
I think we would get like a cease and desist.
Ah. They'll make a
we
movie
just
out
get
of
a
it.
we just get a text back from someone at Square or someone at Nestle, and it's just like never.
You
text
work
us
with
ever
us.
again.
No, they'll be inviting us onto the payroll. We'll be a part of their marketing division.
Fuck yeah, you will be.
But that's
be
nowhere
amazing.
near some of the other crazy stuff that not only Square Enix but other companies have done with cross promotion.
Or
Like
chocolate.
how you could how with Assassin's Creed Odyssey you got exclusive DLC for buying bagel bites. Or lest we forget how we talked about not too long on this show, not too long ago, the Final Fantasy 14 KFC raid.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Well,
so you can't get the DLC until April 10th, but you want it. Fucking
What was the
Re-download
what was the KFC thing again? Just a skinny
Oh,
on
in-
it?
In China, they had a thing promotion for Final Fantasy 14 with KFC there,
Yeah.
where you had to order like something like a ridiculous amount of food for yourself, eat it all there, and you would get a code for a black chocobo mount.
Yep.
That was just a pre-order DLC here.
Huh.
Yeah, you had to. It was like it was enough food for an entire family. You had to either you had to finish in one sitting.
Or die.
So people were taking actual raid partners to KFC, and everyone would just be munching down on a bunch of KFC. Like an actual real life raid for one person to get that mount.
Yo, speaking of promotions, you know how Nate was talking about jumping out of an airplane?
Yeah.
I'm not jumping out of no damn plane, okay? I'm not doing that. However, I can be on the ground where they're gonna land getting the paintball guns ready. Bro, what if they did the parachuting into like a paintball arena? And then whoever wins gets a KFC gift card.
I mean, KFC does have a gaming division in the UK, so
They win a legit chicken dinner.
mm-hmm.
They just go with a paintball gun on their back. They jump out of a plane with a paintball gun.
Fucking get PUBG and Apex to sponsor it, and there you go. Have a fucking battle royale.
That'd be
Well, no, it'll be PUBG.
that would be really cool. I'm really surprised. I'm gonna look that up later. I'm surprised nobody's done that.
Yeah, where you jump out of a plane, land with a parachute, and fucking start going ham with the battle royale.
Yeah. Yeah.
That'd be some content.
People jump out of planes. I'm not one of those
They do.
people, but people do.
Speaking of Final Fantasy VII, they promised that just because they delayed this game does not mean any of the other chapters will be delayed. They said the other chapters will be made with more effort and more fluentness to make sure they are delivered on time and frequently, so you're not waiting 5 years after it being announced to get your game.
Well, you got to think too. Like most of the work's done.
Yep.
The engine is complete now.
Speaking of Squeenix, they had said, the first company to come out and said that they will continue to release PS4 and Xbox One games alongside of the next generation games, at least for the next year to 2 years. So they will be releasing for both platforms instead of just abruptly stopping and immediately going to one. They will be doing both for the foreseeable future.
Well, yeah, it's because of Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Yep. Because they don't want to force people who have Final Fantasy VII for the PS4 to buy a PS5 to continue the story,
That'd be
which
a
is
shitty,
good for them.
That would be a shitty thing, but
Yeah.
definitely something that a company would do.
100%. Like, hey, so I know you bought half of the game for the PS4. You want to finish it. Go buy yourself a PS5, and then you can finish the rest. I'd be so mad. Apex Legends loses its one of its co-founders, Drew McCoy, one of the founders of Titanfall and Apex Studios. Respawn has left the company. He says he cherished his time there, but is moving on to bigger and better things. It is unknown what he will be doing, but he has rumored that he is going to potentially be starting his own gaming company.
Oh, good luck. You and 50 million other people.
Yeah. So it is unknown what he'll be doing, but like I said, it is rumored that he'll be doing that to potentially do his own thing. Will it be easy? No, not at all. PUBG is in the news again. So, for those who don't know, PUBG kind of died almost. A lot of the big players just stopped playing
Pretty much
PUBG
dead.
completely. Completely uninstalled the game, moved on, escaped from Tarkov. They moved on to that, other things. So the creators of PUBG have finally announced in a statement that they are seeing the issues, seeing the concerns of the game, and all the people that have left, how the huge decline in play. But they can promise you they are not done developing this game. They later this month will be releasing a roadmap for the year 2020, where they will be developing and creating a new chapter of the game. They keep this game. They are making it a high priority, the highest of priorities, they said. They've listened, they've read and seen the issues, the complaints that everyone is having, and is doing everything they can to fix those, address those, and take this game into the future to once again become the Titan that it once was.
We all know how well the roadmaps have been working out for companies.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We all know how well those have been working out.
So,
Just looking at a roadmap, I'm disappointed in
Yeah.
it.
speaking of games that just won't go away, Apex is in the news again. Apex has awards this week. No, last week. No, it is this week. Sorry, this week is its 1-year anniversary of release. If you
Feels like
log
it's been
in,
out
I feel
longer.
like that game is man. I feel like that game has been out for way longer than a year. Actually, it has been out for long. I know it's been out for longer than a year because I was playing it when I was living at Jay's.
no Anthem, it just came out.
Oh,
it was
Anthem. I'm sorry.
Wait, are you talking about Anthem or Apex?
Anthem. Sorry,
Okay.
Oh my god, that changes fucking everything.
Yeah.
sorry, Anthem.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry, Anthem. Anthem's 1-year anniversary. Yeah, it's already a year old.
And 2 people are gonna be online to celebrate it.
Yep.
But those 2 people are having a blast by themselves.
They
really.
want to thank you for your commitment of continue playing the game. So you log in on the 1-year anniversary date, you get a free javelin.
Nice.
Woo! So yes,
I don't know what that means.
it's
It's the robot that you use
yeah,
to fly around in. It's the mech suit.
yeah. So essentially, you get a free item for logging in on its 1-year anniversary. It's their way of saying thank you
I see.
instead of actually doing something good.
Instead of following the roadmap.
Exactly. Where'd my thing go? Predator Hunting Grounds is getting a trial weekend in March on PC and PS4. So for those who don't know what that is, essentially, it is an Asylum multiplayer shooter. Essentially, it's kind of an open world concept of Predator, is more or less what it is.
It's a 4v1 asymmetrical multiplayer game. Is the correct term.
It is from the creators of Friday the 13th, and if you are interested in playing it and you want to be the humans that are trying to survive being on the Predator world, now's your chance. The free trial is March 27th. It starts at 5 p.m. my time, 8 p.m. your time. Which, speaking of which, by the way, and when does daylight savings time end? In a couple weeks, right?
Sure.
Saturday?
Ugh.
Yeah, something like that. We go back to being 3 hours apart. Just as a quick heads up there.
Nice.
I hate these
Instead of
type
being-
games.
Instead of being 2 hours apart, we go back to being 3 like here in the next like week or so. So that's always fun. But yeah,
Nice.
so you are interested in playing that, the survival type concept game. Now's your chance.
Do you guys like those kind of games?
Not really.
Those games give me such anxiety.
It's kind of boring.
I feel like
It also supports crossplay too. So
That's kinda
PC
neat.
can play with PlayStation, which is awesome.
nothing better than feeling like an insulin shot at Uncle Hoag's after a family night at the all-you-can-eat buffet. Ugh. Jesus.
So that is coming. Yeah, those games are kind of creepy too.
What's the other one? Dead by Daylight?
Dead by Daylight, Evolved, Friday the 13th,
What was that free one on Steam?
Deceit.
Yeah, Deceit. Yeah.
Ah,
There's like 50 of them. That was the hot shit back in the day, like a few years ago. Back in like 2015 and 16.
Microsoft, they're still going hard on their xCloud. They add more games to the Android beta. They have added Journey to the Savage Planet, A Plague's Tale, Cities, Age of Wonders.
I thought we talked
Oh, we
about this
did.
last week. Yeah.
Why did it show up again on my thing? I just must not deleted it. You're right. I had that thing for the Xbox, and a couple more things. So, you probably read about this, James. But Konami is doing some hardcore
Don't even talk about
teasing.
it. Don't even talk about it. It's not real. Fuck off. Next topic.
It's happened more.
They've been doing that for years.
It's true.
Breaking my goddamn heart.
On Twitch, they posted a picture, and it says, "Sorry to be silent," in big letters, everybody. But I've been really busy lately. I think I can say more about what's going on soon. I'll see you later. And silent was in big letters, aka Silent Hill.
Yeah.
So supposedly
Not
Konami is
not gonna
working on some huge products.
No.
Well, let's see.
Yeah, it's gonna be another fucking pachinko machine. Or another Book of Memories of the goddamn Vita. They're re-releasing Book of Memories. Or they're going to, even worse, maybe they'll just do a HD remake again of Silent Hill 2 and make it even fucking worse. Because they apparently lost all the original source code, which how can a fucking company do that in the modern days? This is in the 1930s in the film industry. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Bethesda did the same thing with the first Elder Scrolls games.
They did. And then a bunch of the employees who work at Konami Studios have been posting stuff. One of them posted a picture of him sitting on top of a hill, aka Silent Hill. Another employee posted a picture of a bunch of people laying under a blanket. One is Pyramid Head, one is the nurse.
It's all
And-
Silent Hill villains.
Yeah,
all
it's every single
things from
Silent Hill villain.
It was the dude that, the original art director for Silent Hill, for the Silent
Yep.
Hill series, Itoi.
All these
most of
people have been posting these like teasers, like little Easter eggs, giving people a glimpse of hope of a possible another Silent
Nothing
Hill
good.
game.
It's not gonna be anything good. I can guarantee it.
So we will see.
Everyone that made the first, I would say hell, even the first 4 games good have long left that company.
We'll see what happens. I'm hoping, but yeah, they've had multiple different teasers out there, but people are speculating. Who knows if it actually come true? Let's see what we got here. Insurgency Sandstorm is coming to PlayStation and Xbox One, August 25th of this year. So for those who don't know, it's on PC right now. A lot of people thought it was extremely buggy. There is a co-op feature to it as well. The game was playable at PAX, for those who didn't know about it. Do you know anything about Insurgency, James?
Nope, not a single goddamn thing.
Okay.
Not a singular grain of anything.
Okay. So it's essentially it's like a shooting game. It was listed one of the best shooters of 2019. Think of it as like
I mean, it didn't really have competition.
no, it didn't. Like a tactical shooter, more or less, is what it is. It's a new age tactical shooter where I kind of get the PUBG feel to it mixed with Call of Duty. So that's coming to PlayStation.
Just give me another goddamn Brothers in Arms games.
There you go.
Those are great.
Roblox is in the news. Roblox is officially one of the most popular game among Generation Z,
Fucking Zoomers.
and it is now valued at $4 billion.
Fucking
Making-
Zoomers.
Jeez.
Making it one of the most highest valued games in singly by itself. If you haven't played Roblox, there is lot to it. So it currently has 115 million monthly active users,
Oh my gosh.
making it the most
That's crazy.
active playing game in history, and it has the most fluent gamers as well, averaging probably roughly, they said, between 20 million to 10 to 20 million people a day play this game.
Oh my lord.
You're talking, Schroeder, you're muted.
That's crazy.
I'm just saying it's crazy. That's just
Yeah.
that's freaking nuts. You ever? I mean, for those people who've never played it though, you jump in there and there's like 100 little characters running around doing push-ups and punching things and jumping around doing obstacle courses.
Yeah.
It's the ADD kid's worst nightmare. I mean,
It is also now officially the top watched game on YouTube. So Roblox is fucking.
Minecraft.
Isn't it weird that those type of games, dude? Like, it's always those type of games. What is the secret sauce?
My son, he watches YouTube, and people that he watch play. The guy plays Roblox, and he's got millions of followers.
Huh.
Like, and that's his thing, and he plays his things, but it's geared towards little kids that watch it. Like my son plays Roblox. Obviously, we played it, but it's.
That is a low point in my career.
Oh, you had fun.
Yeah, we did have fun. So, I don't know. I don't know exactly
More of an
what
ironic
makes it so iconic, but it's fucking huge.
It's free, that's why.
Yeah.
I just had a flashback to James freaking out about a jump puzzle. It was fun. Son of a bitch!
Resident Evil 3 Remake removes one of its iconic features from the original feature. RE3 Remake will not
We talked
have
about this last week.
the no live sections.
Yeah,
Did we?
I thought so. I thought I.
I don't remember talking about it unless you did.
I thought I talked about it.
Or maybe I don't know. Just possibly.
You're not going to be able to make decisions anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no live pay. I don't remember that from the original. I guess I didn't play enough of the original RE3 to.
They had a few segments where you could choose which direction to go, and that would change some things.
Oh, okay. Now it's just a straightforward game for the most part, right?
Yep.
That makes sense. So the last thing that I have, James kind of touched on it a little bit, is so as everyone knows, the coronavirus has kind of been crippling the world. As of today, they just had their 6th confirmed death in the United States, making it roughly reported 3,000 deaths total and about 100,000 people infected. North Korea, South Korea, has reported 4,000 cases yesterday, making it the largest spike of corona virus since Japan. It is rumored, though, that Japan is starting to level off in terms of the. I mean, China, yeah, it is rumored that the amount of China, Japan, same thing.
Racist. Jesus Christ.
It's close enough.
People.
It's it's starting to level off while it's starting to spike in other countries. So with that, the coronavirus has been given some companies some issues, especially the ones who start with Corona, aka the alcohol Corona. The CEO last week, about 2 days ago, actually came out and made a statement, public service announcement, that Corona has nothing to do with the coronavirus.
In case you're curious.
Yeah,
This comes after sales of Corona dropped 70%, and they have gotten hundreds of thousands of negative reviews online, mail, email, blaming them for the coronavirus, causing this massive outbreak.
Oh
So
my
the
goodness!
Well,
Yes.
see, we need a little bit of just we need a little bit of genocide here. That's all I'm saying. But that reminds me of when Amazon stock plummeted when the Amazon rainforests were burning. Like Amazon, the company, their stock plummeted during that.
Yeah. Well, when I lived in
investors were like, "Oh, Amazon rainforest, Amazon must be the same thing. Let me pull out." Fucking idiots.
Yeah, their
Someone
Corona,
said
the
we need a
alcohol, their stock has plummeted, their sales have plummeted, and from the Better Business Bureau all the way up to them getting basically death threats to their company, blaming them for causing the coronavirus. Yeah, the CEO came out in a statement to assure that his company has nothing to do with this massive viral infection. It's just an unfortunate name that for this virus. But yeah, when I lived in Sandusky, Ohio, not getting into it, but the Jerry Sandusky thing for Penn State,
Mm-hmm.
everyone would come in and be like, man, it must suck to live here now. I'm like, why? Well, Sandusky, Jerry Sandusky. Like, no. A city that is named Sandusky has nothing to do with the rapist, the person, Jerry Sandusky. I promise you that a person from Pennsylvania was not named after a city in Ohio, or a city in Ohio was not named after a person from Pennsylvania. I was like, doesn't even make sense. Well, it's just ironic that it's named Sandusky. I'm just like, no, the two aren't correlated. Like, what
It's
do you
just
mean?
ironic that you're an idiot.
You're
Yeah,
a comedian now. Wow. I'll get up
I was
your
like,
microphone, bro.
I'm just like, holy shit. Yeah, I thought that was pretty funny that they had to literally come out and make a statement to tell people that, hey, we have nothing to do with the coronavirus. Just because it's name does not mean that it's from us.
Someone said something,
Patent pending.
and they go, "Man, we could really use a Thanos snap right now." And you know, and I kind of agree. I kind of
Yeah.
just agree.
Yeah, if he snaps his fingers and 90% of the world's population is gay.
Oh god!
Did you see that, James? Were you
video?
there
What he's
that night?
referencing?
No.
It's you have to watch
It
it.
is
What
good,
he's
it's funny,
referencing.
It's silly.
It's almost as good as Fortnite 2.
Love on the Battlefield.
Love on the Battlefield.
Nothing is better than that.
It's close. So the good. So that was the funny. So the good of the coronavirus. So there was a movie that came out in Japan. It didn't come out in Japan, but it came out in 2011. Called Contagion. Contagion Surgeons. It is a movie about a virus that basically takes over the world and kills people. That has now been the #1 most read in movie on iTunes, and sales have gone up on that movie 1,500% over the last week.
Nice.
Watching that movie is not an instruction manual for how to survive these situations.
Yes. It's 100% not, just like how Plague Inc. had to come out and told people do not get their facts from the game. They beg people do not get their facts
No.
from the game. E3 said that they are full steam ahead, even going on with the coronavirus. They said no worries. Everything is still full speed ahead. It will not be delayed, canceled, or changed. E3 is going on like normal. And now for some of the...
there's still plenty of months
Oh, yeah.
between now and then for things to improve.
So, and now for the bad. So, when it comes to the entertainment industry, it's basically crippled the entertainment industry, from movies to games to game releases to movie releases to getting products over. It's pretty bad. So, Facebook, Amazon, and Apple, and essentially all major companies have canceled all travel for their employees who travel international. So essentially their job is to travel to these countries. They have now stopped all travel, which then means a loss of income for them, which is unfortunate. Disney and Universal has closed all parks outside of the United States, obviously meaning another loss of wages and loss of jobs. Microsoft has said that the coronavirus will not stop the production of the Xbox One S, but has dramatically impacted their sales. From the production of the current consoles as well as games, things along those lines, and they're seeing it financially. There has been a delay in Switches. Nintendo has also come out and said that the coronavirus has caused major delays in getting Switches shipped throughout the country. The coronavirus is not the coronavirus, the best-selling console. The Switch is currently the best-selling console in the world, and with this, unfortunately, there has been some major delays in getting it out. Some other big news, so gaming-related. There was a huge Street Fighter tournament that was supposed to take place next month. That has been canceled. PUBG was also hosting a huge tournament in Berlin. That has been canceled. Releases. So when it comes to movie releases, Mulan has been delayed indefinitely, and that was supposed to be huge over in China. It is not said when that movie will be released. We have no idea. The premiere of the new James Bond movie, No Time to Die, was supposed to take place in China. That has been canceled and being moved to a different venue. Mission Impossible was being filmed in Italy. That has been shut down.
They refer to China as a venue.
Well, it was supposed to take. Yeah, they didn't say where in China it was supposed to take place, but they just said it was going to take place in China.
It's a hell of a venue.
It's going to take place in all of China. Yeah, the 7th installment of Mission Impossible is being filmed in Italy. That has been shut down, and it is unknown when it'll resume. All cast and crew have been sent home to the United States. Yesterday they announced that Sonic the Hedgehog will not be released in China indefinitely until it comes out on DVD, which sucks.
Yeah, that's big suck.
Yep. There was a bunch of creators that are pulling out a CinemaCon that is happening in Vegas this March. Essentially what that is where all the indie people, a lot of indie people bring their movies and things along those lines, and a lot of big production companies show as well.
It's like Sundance.
Yep.
Or like Canes.
Yep. BTS, the K-pop group, has canceled all shows in China, Japan, Korea, as well as India.
Damn it, James!
Yeah.
I was gonna
Sorry,
surprise
man.
us with tickets.
Damn it.
It's cool. There's this really awesome Japanese ska band that should be playing up in your area around the time I get back.
All right, sweet. We'll have to
Have
go.
you ever heard Japanese ska?
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, it is good.
Have you ever heard of Mexican ska?
Oh my God, no!
It's on another level.
I will look it up after the show.
Look up
Another
Ska
big
Pete.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the comments, write your favorite Mexican ska band.
Do it, boys. Another big piece, the Outer Worlds Switch release has been delayed due to the coronavirus.
Yep, I think we talked about that right as this stuff started happening.
Yep. I know James had brought up GDC. Originally, they weren't going to postpone it. It was going to go on like normal, and then all of a sudden, all these companies drop out. Konami, EA, PlayStation all dropped out of the GDC, so it has been postponed to a future date. As well as PAX, which is already going on. All the companies have dropped out. Big companies.
Some of the companies.
Some of the big companies.
A few companies.
And a lot of companies that went not postponed, but dumbed down their productions, as they wanted as little people there as possible, in fear of obviously spreading it. League of Legends, and their China team, they are moving their location out of China, so they continue their League of Legends group, their esports team. So that's another piece, as well as the Tapai game show. I believe that's how you say it. The Taipei game show has been canceled, and that was supposed to take place in China.
Taipei,
Yeah,
there we go.
Taipei.
not Taipei.
Taipei, whatever,
That's
close enough.
funny.
They have canceled their show, as well as Blizzard has canceled all Overwatch events that are taking place in China for the foreseeable future.
Wow, man.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying, dude. I think there's totally something else going on. I think the coronavirus is a thing, but I think there's something else. In addition.
Yeah, they're
Just for the safety of everyone. So.
Yeah.
yeah,
It's
it's
crazy,
crippling a lot of the not even the movie industry, but the gaming industry as well. A lot of venues, a lot of big tournaments and stuff that are supposed to be taking place are not taking place anymore, as well as a bunch of other things that and who knows what's gonna happen. So we'll keep an eye out and post as it goes. The last thing that I have is Super Mario World. It's coming to Universal Studios.
We know.
So
Oh, shit.
we've talked about it a couple times, but we've released more information on it. essentially they're making it the most interactive theme park in history, to coming down to the bricks. So there is optional power bands that they have put a patent on that links to your cell phone. And in your cell phone, it unlocks what looks like Super Mario World. And it gives you essentially a game on your phone that you play while you're on the park. It'll be augmented reality, as well as it'll give you a map of other people who have the watch. You can choose to show your location, or you don't have to. If you decide to do it, throughout the map on your phone, you'll get notifications that there'll be boss battles. So you and your buddies with these bands all group up in Universal Studios to face whatever boss shows up together.
I'm loving this.
Throughout the map, throughout the park, there's level ups. So there's the bricks. So you take the band, you jump up and you punch the brick. And by doing that, it gives you either health, it gives you a power boost, or whatever it is that you use that towards whatever boss you want to fight.
And a citation for vandalism.
See,
Exactly.
Like, that's cool and all, but what does this have to do with Mario?
What do you mean?
Like, what does it have to do with Mario?
You're
Mario
jumping up and
has
punching
the-
a brick.
Yeah, no, I know, but other than that, like, what is grouping up and taking on raid bosses have to do with Mario?
Oh,
It
something to
reminds
do.
me of
I get
Mario
that.
Party. Doesn't it
Yeah,
remind
in
you
a
of
sense.
Mario Party? A good time hanging out with your buddies?
Good time. You've never played Mario Party? I've gotten into fistfights over Mario Party.
Yeah,
but
I damn near
essentially,
lost a tooth once.
you're not wrong.
yeah, but they're essentially looking to make it Super Mario World in real life as close to possible. They have the question bricks. They have solving puzzles, collecting coins, and the more you do it, the more cones you collect, the more puzzles you solve, the stronger you get, the more you level up. And then the more you level up in the app, the stronger you become, and then it unlocks more bosses and new things to do. So from getting the band, your phone, and the things that are to do around the map that you have to go find, it's going to be an extremely interactive world, which
That's
will be pretty
neat.
interesting.
That should be fun.
Yeah, I guess supposedly when you go up and you punch the brick, it actually makes that ding noise as well. They demoed it off in a press conference yesterday. A girl had the band, she jumped up and punched it, the brick lit up, and then it made that noise.
Wow.
Yeah.
It was just hanging there by a strand of like fishing line.
I'm assuming it'll probably be some kind of like light post
Right.
type thing.
With like a
so in
spring
case
in it or something.
someone wants to be an asshole and goes, fuck you, and just fucking yeets it as hard as they can,
The fucking block.
and I won't break. Or like
It
go flying somewhere.
explodes like a Keanu Reeves movie in downtown fucking San Francisco.
Be fucking hilarious.
Some old guy peeks out his window. Keep it down out there, yo!
Oh.
Little bastards.
Fucking yeet it as hard as you can.
Oh,
That's all I got. Mark, what do you got? Anything?
A handful of things. I'm usually pretty quick about this sort of thing.
Oh, take your time.
So a modder released a ray tracing version of Need for Speed Underground, if any of y'all remember that game.
Great
yeah.
game.
Yeah, so if you ever wanted to play it with all of the rays traced and looking pretty as possible, the game's like 10 or 15 years old, but you can play it on your ray tracing video card.
Awesome.
Next one up, looks like Mario Kart Tour is finally getting multiplayer added on March 8th.
Oh my god.
They actually were saying they were going to announce it last September, but they ended up delaying it. So, starting March 8th at 11 p.m. Eastern Time, you'll be able to play local and internet multiplayer with all of your friends because everyone plays Mario Kart Tour.
Buy a lot of stuff for Diddy Kong. Same price as Diddy
Yeah.
Kong and Mario Kart Tour.
Yep.
Next thing up, looks like Ark released their newest DLC this last week on the 25th. A lot of players don't like it because it adds in a bunch of new concepts that quote unquote break the game, such as
That was literally the thought in my brain was break the game.
yeah. So they added concepts such as not one big map; it's a bunch of 5 separate different ones. So you have to teleport around to different biomes, and the teleporting kind of kills the survival aspect to it. Also hidden around the world, there's missions as well as like survival caches.
Right, there's a little robot talking in your ear the whole time.
You got Navi.
Yeah, you got a robot talking to you. Pretty much, it's more story based. So there's missions everywhere, and then if you complete those missions, you get credits, which you can in turn spend to get resources. Pretty much, so pretty much
It's
ruining the
interesting.
grind, quote unquote. Yeah, for some people, is saying it's making it a lot easier. So if you want some element or whatever, like some really high level shit, it's only like a couple of those supply caches, and then you can get a few of them. So it's
Is-
kind of ruining that. It's also really difficult.
It is really difficult just watching you play it, man. I couldn't believe how crazy it
You're
was.
getting wrecked.
Now, is this play into the story?
Yeah, supposedly it's
We're back.
well, it doesn't play into the whole arc story. It's a part of the Genesis story. So they started their whole own storyline specifically for this season.
Okay. So there's still the arcness, but then there's this Genesis thing.
Yeah, this is
Is-
supposed to be its
Genesis
own
when it
mission
had
thing.
Genesis.
Because it plays it, I mean, it treats the player like it's a tutorial. The game
Pretty much.
treats you like you're a new, I don't know, a new person in a game. Which makes sense, I guess. Or like
Yeah.
a recruit or something.
Yeah, they pretty much give you or guide you through it a lot more, and that kind of irritated me being a kind of experienced player. Like I didn't really need that sort of thing, and it's like the most difficult DLC, so it didn't really make any sense.
Right, yeah, that's definitely not one you should start with.
Yeah. So they introduced missions like gunning down waves of enemies, escorting baby creatures to their parents, tracking down powerful bosses, completing dino races, something called Dino Basketball, good old much more. And then whenever you complete those missions, you can earn hexagons, which you can spend for extra resources, tech items, and more. They added new landscapes, new tames, and dinos to hunt, as well as a handful of different new items that you can pretty much take advantage of. But surprisingly, they only added about 8 or 10 new items into it, so it's not a huge DLC
That's not a
compared
lot.
to the other ones.
Right, and they're not even anything too crazy either.
Yeah, it's like a fishing net, and the rest are tech items, so
Right.
you can't even get them until the end game. So it's kind of shit in that aspect.
There is the one thing that did look kind of nice was the rafts.
Oh yeah, they added raft bases, so
That's
you
really
can
cool.
pretty much build a base wherever you want in the middle of the ocean.
That's cool. That'll be useful.
Yeah, so we'll see if that turns into getting better or getting worse. It's pretty much every time they make a DLC, this sort of shit happens. So we'll see what happens there. Next thing up, looks like Apple finally settled a lawsuit with the US Customs saying that they're going to be paying $25 to every Apple iPhone customer that dealt with the whole battery gate issue. So if you had an iPhone 6, 6 Plus, 6S, 6S Plus, 7, 7 Plus, and SE models that ran iOS 10.2.1 to iOS 10 to 10.11 and purchased their phone prior to December something, so whenever they announced their battery gate, you can apply to get a $25 credit from Apple.
Woohoo.
Yeah.
Still not the price of the fucking battery.
Yeah, pretty much, but they're still doing like a $500 million payout. So I guess you can apply to Apple's website and get some money from them if you're affected from it.
You can put that
Next thing
towards
up.
a new battery.
Yeah, whenever you need a new battery in like 2 years. Next thing up, Google added dark theme to the Play Store. Pretty straightforward. You can go to the Play Store in dark mode. And then last thing up for me is Google and Microsoft just canceled their 2 big conferences this year. So was it Google Next as well as Microsoft's MVP Summit, are both pretty much canceled for this year, transitioning to a digital-only version.
Makes sense. More cost effective.
Well, it's actually due to health-related reasons.
Yeah, that's true. But
So that's pretty wild. You can see all of your conferences digitally now if you're interested.
I feel like that's a little better. A lot of
And that's
people
all
are
that
gonna
I
like
got
it.
for news.
You're a little better.
You
Well,
guys,
ladies and gents,
you guys see
you got
that?
Schroeder.
They came out with a gamer bed. Did you see that?
What?
Yeah, in Japan.
What do you need a gaming chair for when you got the coronavirus? Get the gaming bed. You can lay in
Yeah,
bed
it's a
and
full bed that has like everything, like a wall mount for a TV.
it's
It
ridiculous. It
has
looks like a
a
hospital
little
bed.
arm for your computer or for your phone. It has like cup holders for your Monster,
It does look gangsta. It is really gangsta.
for your Monster energy drink, your Sody Pop.
And you know it's made in Japan because it's a single.
I like how the dude has a mask on too.
I know.
Ultimate gamer attire.
Yep.
That's pretty cool though.
Yeah.
How much is that? Like $8,000?
Oh, probably a bazillion. Yeah.
I don't know. The link's dead, so
Is it really?
like every time I tried to look it up, the official website just keeps dying. Like it doesn't. It says bad gateway, so I'm like, okay, shit's fucked.
Well, boys, what else you got, Shredder?
There was I'm trying to find where I saw it here. Oh, the developers of the Long Dark are kind of mad at Nvidia right now because they released their game without permission. Apparently, they've been known to do this, releasing the game with other things. They were displeased that it was included in the paid version of GeForce, not without explicit permission.
So yeah, you can't do any kind of Epic got into some hot water. I think whenever they first released this sort
Yep.
of thing, they were giving away games for free without permission.
Or
And
giving
then
sale
everybody was
prices.
like, "Yep, I'm taking this off." Yeah, it was. I think Borderlands 3 completely took it off for their sale. Oh yeah, everybody.
Walker turned into a child.
Yeah, Walker turned into a child.
Look how tiny he has become.
Yeah, no, there were a lot of companies that, and they couldn't at the time. They couldn't just take something off of sale. They removed it completely from their store.
Yeah.
They couldn't just remove it from the sale price.
Well, Bethesda did
Yeah,
that
there were
too.
a lot of companies that were, especially indie companies, that were super butthurt about that because it felt like it devalued their game. Because like one of them was like, "Oh, hey, this game literally just came out and it's already on sale." And my shit got fucked.
Your camera stopped at like a really fucked up face. I'm like, all right, I'm ready for bed.
Oh, I think he disconnected and reconnected.
Yeah.
And then
my shit-
we talked about it. But I don't know if you talked about it during the show. Death Stranding coming to PC on June 2nd. You get something a little special.
They released the trailer 4 hours ago.
Yeah, there's that. And
It's a good game. Play it.
there's the Half-Life thing. You can get a little hat.
Head crab.
Yep, you get a little head crab. What was how did you have to get this? What did you have to do?
I have no idea.
I don't know
I
either.
just saw it.
Death Stranding comes to PC. Yeah, it looks like you get a head crab skin. It's probably a mission, kind of like how you have to go and help Conan O'Brien. You know? But I guess that's all I got for now. The only other thing I have is just don't use survival games as research for how to deal with Corona.
Do not use video games as your way to figure out how to survive a mass infection, flu.
Yeah.
Not gonna give you the information you need, I promise.
Do we want to do some releases?
Yeah, let's go.
Oh fuck! I forgot about releases.
I have it up if you want me to go through it.
No, because that's kind of, well, you know what, Mark? This time, because of my throat, I'm gonna let you do it.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna
So
give you
looks
the
like-
spotlight.
Looks like next Sunday is the 8th. Good old releases that were coming out. We got Curse of Curse of the Dead Gods is coming out on PC and some other console that I can't see on the 3rd, which is today. Also on the 3rd today is Grand Blue Fantasy Versus coming out on
Oh
the
shit,
PS4.
that came out in the US today, yeah.
You can now play it on the PS4 if you wanted to.
It's been out in Japan for like a month.
Tomorrow the 4th, we got Baron Fur Fly. Baron Fur is going to fly on the Xbox One and PC. On the 5th, we got Murder by Numbers is coming out on the Switch. Also on the 5th, we got Ibn Ob coming out on the Switch. Looks like a cute
Ibn Ob is
game.
great.
On the 6th, we got Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Rescue The Team DX. It's coming out on the Switch.
That is.
Murders by Numbers coming out on PC on the 6th. 60 Seconds is coming to Xbox One on the 6th. And that's March 10th. So I think that's all that we got for releases.
Some movie and TV show honorable mentions. Not
Mark,
much.
you did a great job.
Good job, man.
Thank you.
Not a lot coming out. Except for Dave season 1. For those who don't know, that is Dickie. It's his TV show.
It looks really good. I'm curious on how that works or how that's going to be.
So you have that. Castlevania season 3 coming to Netflix.
Oh, nice.
Which I didn't even know there was a Castlevania on Netflix.
Yeah,
What?
it's really
Really?
good. It's
Yeah,
a
it
really
is
good
really
anime.
good.
Yeah.
Onward, the new Disney and Pixar movie, starring Chris Pratt and Tom Holland, comes out on the 6th. Essentially, they lose their dad, and more or less, his dad found a way for him to come back to life. They have to speak a spell, but they messed the spell up, so only half of their dad gets regenerated, his legs.
How kooky.
And then they have to go find how to do the rest of the spell before the time ends. Otherwise, his dad dies. Hillary, the documentary series, comes out to Hulu. It is based on Hillary Clinton's life.
Oh,
Schroeder,
damn it,
I bet you would
was
like
hoping-
that.
I was hoping Hillary Duff.
I brought that up just for you. I love
Thank
the
you.
look on your face, like what the fuck.
Appreciate it.
Ben Affleck is returning to movies. The way back, he comes out on the 6th. Essentially, he is a basketball coach. He is a coach of a team that is essentially New Age Coach Carter. He takes the worst basketball team in history, a bunch of black kids who are in poverty, hate life, thugs, things like that, and helps them find their way back. Name of the title, and they become really good. Yeah. And
Watch
the only
Coach
other
Carver, it's better.
phenomenal.
Probably better.
Spencer Confidential. It is Mark Wahlberg's next movie. It's a Netflix exclusive. If you ever want to see Post Malone act, that is Post Malone's first acting movie. That's always fun. That movie was made 4 years ago, but no company picked it up to actually released it in theaters, and Netflix randomly picked it up. Which I don't understand why companies do that. Why make a movie when you don't have like a Universal, a Disney, a Sony behind it to release it in theaters? To me, that's just a huge waste of money.
Dude, Beastars is coming to Netflix next
Yeah,
week.
it is. Yeah, it is. I can't wait. I'm gonna start watching the fan dub. Fan sub soon.
Also next week, Uncut Gems, the Adam Sandler movie, where everyone says he got.
I thought that was on Netflix. It's not on
It
Netflix.
is.
No, it's
It's-
not.
Well, no, it was supposed to be, but they opted.
Because
They changed it, and it's coming to Blu-ray and DVD next week.
I could rent it on Google Play.
Yeah,
But
it was
I
supposed
like,
to
oh,
come
it's
to
on
Netflix.
I'll actually use my Netflix subscription for once, and it's like, no, it's not on.
I'm
here.
watching an Adam Sandler movie for some reason.
No, it was supposed to it was supposed to be released on Netflix, but then it had all this Oscar buzz, and so they didn't end up putting it on Netflix. They released it in theaters, and you got stubbed from the Oscars anyway, so it didn't even matter.
Didn't Netflix like co-produce that movie?
It's their movie. But yeah,
I don't
they
care.
they basically try to make more money by releasing it in the So, but anywho, that's the podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Go around the horn right quick. Where can we find you? What are you gonna be doing? Where can we meet up? Love you, like you, play with ourselves to you. Schroeder, what do we got?
Yeah, I'm on YouTube and Twitch at Splash Screen Gaming and Team Splash Screen on Instagram and the Facebook, and Splash Screen G on the Twitter. Other than that, you can find us on Podbean and wherever podcasts are available, but I think you already know that if you're hearing this. Other than
What have
that,
you been doing
just
this week?
probably a lot of Ark. I don't know. That's all I've really been doing lately. So
Yep.
I keep saying I'm gonna do other things. I'm just gonna stop saying that now.
Play
So
Yakuza.
I think I'm just gonna.
We just gotta hit that stream
end up
button.
playing. I know. There's so much gold that we just haven't had like live. I should have. You brought up a good point earlier. I should have just turned the camera on earlier when I was making the damn Pokemon arena.
Yep.
It's so cool. Are we? Hey, any of you guys trying to have a battle after this?
I was gonna go play Final Fantasy VII. I gotta play that. I'm gonna play that demo
You
for a
would.
minute.
Yeah, I
No,
gotta
I'm
go.
sorry.
I don't know, sleep. Hopefully.
He's gonna go sleep.
Yeah, James today.
Pretty
Love you.
Love you.
But that's it for me. I mean, I don't really have a lot else going on. If you guys or anybody you know is looking for a generally PvE Arc server, I'm thinking about doing PvP like once a week just so we can beat each other up for the fun of it. You know.
Let the anger out.
Yeah, you know. Actually, I was talking to the guys. I was thinking about having everybody. Like, we'll still have your main, the tribe, but you could start new characters and just load in and out whatever character you want whenever you want. And have everybody start new characters and then actually try to feud with each other. Like, pick a couple points on the map to try to take. And take if somebody has it, then, over the course of the week, prepare your army, and then on Wednesday we battle for supremacy or something. Because I'll be honest, I've done a lot of building and a lot of editing, but I've never really done a lot of PvP, so on it. And I'm terrible at it, so you guys already have an advantage.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah,
What about you, Mark?
Who knows what I'm doing? But if you want to watch my mediocre content, you can watch it at MarkDude701 on Twitch and YouTube. What's going on, James?
When I'm not dying, I'm playing video games on twitch.tv/People8Studios and youtube.com/People8Studios.
Nice.
As always, the Captain Geach, not the Captain Geach, but just Captain Geach 15 on everything. Playing Ark, pretty much. It's Final Fantasy. It will only take about an hour, James said, so an hour of my life.
Right around.
And really, that's pretty much about it. Apex. I bought the Battle Pass, so I should play that so I don't fucking do what I did last time where I bought the Battle Pass and never actually played it.
Wasted your money.
Bought it twice.
But I gotta make sure Flo from Progressive is okay, so gotta the OG bird, good old Flo.
Take care of the Arc animals.
Yep. And that's pretty much about it. And for the podcast, as always, you can find us everywhere, Level Unlock Podcast, and at Twitter at what, James?
Mark, go for it.
That's LVL Unlocked Pod. LVL Unlocked Pod.
Perfect. And make sure you follow all of our social medias because it gives you more opportunities to enter our $50 gaming gift card giveaway, our Triple G, as we like to call it in the industry here. And you can find that sweepstakes where at, Mark?
Triple G.
You can find that sweepstakes at tinyurl.com/levelunlocksweepstakes. That's tinyurl.com/levelunlocksweepstakes.
And as always, if you want to donate, help out the stream any way possible, be our first Patreon at patreon.com/levelunlockpodcast. All money goes directly back into the podcast to help pay for it and and then help us grow, get Elon Musk in here and whatever else we got going on just to continue moving forward. Thank you for everyone who is listening, who followed us in the last week, all 650 people, which is absolutely phenomenal, and anyone who follows us in the upcoming weeks and helping us remain number one gaming and leisure podcast on Podbean in the world, baby.
Yeah, guys, be sure to like and share and all those other things. Let's see if we can get to, what do you think?
Hit that bell.
What are we at, 650 now? Why don't we try to get to,
750?
750 or 850, I was thinking.
Speaking of hitting goals, James got a goal.
Yeah, if we hit
yeah.
if we hit 1,000 downloads by the episode for the 22nd.
Oh shit!
No, the 15th. Sorry, I said 15th. If we
Wow.
Nah, fuck it.
2 weeks.
22nd. Let's do 22nd. If we hit 1,000 downloads by the 22nd, I'll watch Scott Pilgrim vs. the
Where are
World.
we at now?
We need 70 more.
Oh my gosh, you might as well get the popcorn ready, motherfucker.
So let's make it happen, guys. And as always, this will be live tomorrow and anywhere podcasts are available. We thank you. We love you. We'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Good night, everybody. Thank you for your time. Got the credits.
I went to go end stream, but then I remembered, hey, I'm not streaming.
Oh yeah. You're looking for that button.
Yeah, I was looking for that button.
For that butt.
Ton of that button. Boom. So it is.
What in the butt? Oh, let's see what we got here. Channel. Oh, not what I wanted. Content,
Well, I'm
video.
gonna get off, guys.
Yeah,
go.
Better,
rest
Brody.
I'm gonna rest up, so I can, I don't know, call off tomorrow because I probably will still feel like shit.
You have a good
You
night,
guys have a
sir.
good night.
Have a
You
good one,
too.
man. You know we're. Oh, it's gone.
He's dying.
Yeah. He
True.
wasn't his usual uppity self tonight.
Nope. He was hurting for a squirting.
Yeah, he looked like he needed to sleep.
Yeah, you could tell he was sitting on the podcast like, "Can this fucking be over?"
I know. When,
Like-
you brought up
The coronavirus and
No, the fucking lists.
oh yeah,
The releases. Yeah.
yeah. He was just like, "Oh, I thought we were done." It's like I thought we were done. Oh.
That's why I was like, I'll rip through it real quick. I have it right here. Like, no worries.
He looked so defeated after that. He was like, "Son of a bitch."
Fuck, I have to talk. Shit.
God damn it.